Okay, this is Lenny again. And what I'd like to do today is show you how you can improvise a simple syphon arrangement with some bits and pieces you'll have laying around the shed or the house where you're faced with needing to siphon something toxic into another vessel using a bit of household hosepipe. Now clearly the idea of sucking on that hosepipe and getting any of that substance in your mouth is going to be a pretty disastrous idea. So what I want to do is show you how you can deal with this situation quickly and easily with things you'll have laying around the house. Now you're going to need some hose pipe. You're going to need to cut that down to the right length in a minute or two. You're going to need some strong twine, or alternatively maybe some stiff wire like this might also serve the purpose quite well. I've got some ordinary garden hose here, and what I want to do for the purposes of this experiment, I'm using some screen wash, which is nice and easy to see, and some garden hose. And the principle can be used in other situations, I'm sure, but just to show you what I've done here, I'm going to first of all cut that down to a sensible size for us, so it's more suitable. I'm also going to make use of this as a handle, and what I want to do is I want to take this twine and tie something like a piece of wadding, or in this case one I've prepared earlier, a piece of synthetic chamois leather in a little bow on the end of my thread. I want to pass this thread through the hose pipe. Now in this case it might be stiff enough to pass through, but if you're going to have any difficulty, I've taken an old household plug, electrical plug, taken one of the terminals out, and I'm just going to put that on the end there like a little plumb line. Just tighten that, finger tight will do, and I'm going to use that to drop my thread, my wire through the hose pipe. Now with a little bit of shaking and encouragement, that'll pass through quite quickly and easily. Another technique here is to swing it from left to right like that, and that'll make it pass through even more easily. So having got that all the way through, a little bit of shaking and encouragement, that'll pass through there. Go on, out you come, there you go. So these come out the other end nicely for me. Now what I'm going to do is pull that through until I'm not going out of the way. That passes up into there, just about ready in the mouth. Now at this point I want to take my little piece of hose that I cut off earlier, and I'll make a handle out of it. Just wrap that round there a few times just to make it easy for me to get some purchase onto that. Hopefully you guys can see that without any trouble. The rest of this is just unnecessary really at this purpose. Now it's important that your little rag, whatever it is, cotton will do, it's just in the mouth of your hose pipe. And you push it in and give it a chance to get wet. Okay. Push that well home in there. Redo my handle. I want to be able to get a good hang on that. And all I've got to do now is literally securing this so it doesn't cause me any trouble. And there we go, we're off and running. Hopefully guys, you all saw that without any trouble. Job done, no need to suck on the pipe, no need to poison yourself. Thank you very much. Oh sorry, I did forget one thing. I did say earlier I think you could use this situation to in all sorts of different environments. I've given it a bit of thought, and I've decided that if you scale things up on a really big scale with some rope, a tractor and a sheep, you could do something like this where you could empty a whole lake. Clearly people, I'm only joking about the sheep.